at the core of the slipper wall, they have 10 meters 10 to 50 millimeters cement course to support the slipper wall. So we go to the single joist timber floor. Okay, so the span below the 3 meters. Okay, so they have the struttings and they have the joists. Okay, so this is a keratan A to B and then C. Okay, kita go through for the keratan C. So the keratan C, they have the wall plates to support the joists, and the below of the joist they have the ceiling, and the atas there is they have the floorboards, and so they have the edge piece. When we look for the section on the AB, they have the wedges and they have the floorboards, and then they have the joists, and the gap between the joists is 300 to 400 millimeters, and we can see the herringbone strutting. Okay, so this is a example for construction for single timber floor beams. Okay, so the double joist timber floor, the span is the 3.6 to 7.5 meters. Okay, so they have binders, and the gap between the binders 1.8 meters to 2.4 meters, and the gap between the joists 300 millimeters. Okay, so they have two at the binders. They have two types for the installations. First is the cord joints, when we put it like this. Okay, the number two is they install the fillets. Okay, so at the bottom of the joist they have the binder, and the top of the joist they have the floor board. Okay, so disadvantages for the double the double timber floor. The weight of the floor is the throat of the few point on the walls. Number two, depth of the floor is increased by use of the binder, and accordingly the height of the boom is decreased. Alright, that is a disadvantages for double. Okay, so we go through for the triple joist timber floor. The span for the triple joist timber floor is more than 7.5 meters. Okay, so they have the brigging joist, so the gap between the brigging joist is 300 millimeters, same with the single and double. So but the difference is they have the guider. So the gap between the guider is 3 meters, and they have the binder. So they have guider, they have binder, and they have the joist. So they have 3 levels for the triple joist timber floor. Okay, so when we look for the kerata rentas here, and the binder, they have guiders. So the top of the guiders, they have the floorboards, they have flooring piece, they have the bringing joist line, and then for the bottom they have ceiling joists, they have ceilings and finishes, and truss and tenon joists, yang mana function dia mengikat guider and binders. Okay, so this is a difference sketch of the single joist, double joist, and triple joist. So I want to ask the student highlight these three of the joists, single, double, triple, and because this is very soalan yang paling selalu masuk exam. So kadang-kadang soalan tu mengatakan bezakan sketch, so you must sketch to get the difference between the single joist, double joist, and triple joist. Alright, so and then you get the disadvantages and between these three joists. Okay, so this is a floorboard. What is the floorboard? It's the top of the bringing joist. The width of the board is 100 to 200 millimeters. Thickness is 20 and 40 millimeters. When it's subject to heavy traffic, the thickness 60 to 80 millimeters. So the bottom of the floorboard, they have plugging in order to making the timber floor soundproof. The plugging process is mixtures of the chopper straw and mortar. Insulate the board support on the fillet. And then they have the rigging joist, they have the fillets, and then they have insulation board juga. And then the bottom of the joist, they have decor is the floor ceiling. Underside of the floor, improve the appearance, plasterboard, asbestos cement sheet, and rest on the rigging joist binder. Okay, so this is another example. And then thank you. That's all for me. I hope both of you can enjoy, and everything pertanyaan you can WhatsApp me or another lecturers. Okay, thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.